When you're ready.
Remember this? 10 by 10.
10 strategies we want to achieve by 2010.
It's business planning.
2007, we challenged ourselves.
Something we could all share globally and all be on the same page.
We are a network of 80 countries, and each one can influence the whole company.
We want to be one of the seen as one of the 10 most creative companies in the world. Not creative advertising agencies, or not even creative marketing communications companies. Here's 10 ideas. Kind of long-winded, but can we do it? I don't know.
This is the story of one TBWA employee from NYC. Me. Armed with tiny cameras and very little money, I'm gonna travel to 10 offices throughout the world, documenting everything along the way. But I only have 30 days to do it. The first stop is South Africa, Johannesburg. This is where it all began. And I'm not just talking about this movie.
Let's drink in the sky and all that surrounds.
Hi, I'm John Hunt, and this is Johannesburg, or Igoli, place of gold and gateway to the continent of Africa. We're heading north out of Johannesburg to Marapeng, cradle of mankind. Probably one of the biggest disruptions worldwide. We've decided to walk on our back legs instead of crawl around, which made skateboarding much easier. Many argue about who the first art directors were and who did the first best work. Have a look, there's the proof. The first evidence of symbolic thinking, another word for advertising.
Okay, so here we have some of the great campaigns where advertising has really been a force for good, where it has actually gone out to change the world. I mean, if you look here, Release Mandela, or here the South African Women's March, which really began the whole campaign to end apartheid. From our perspective, TBWA, what is our point of view and what are we doing out there in the world to change things?
Hey guys, welcome to TBWA Hunt the Scars. My name's Damon Stapleton. I'm Executive Creative Director and I'm going to be showing you around. This is creative. It's really cool. It's where all the magic happens. Everyone does everything, works late nights, eats lots of pizza.
There's a real grit about the city. It's real. That's one thing you can take out of Joburg. I'm Kamagelo Singh. I'm a creative group head at Hunt the Scars. I know people keep talking about the Zimbabwean, but it really is a great example of how something on the street influenced advertising.
I think the pirate philosophy is something that TBWA Hunt the Scars really lives by. We're not the Navy, we're the pirates. That's what Hunts is all about, really.
Mama warned me about this man of mine. She said, baby.
So here we are in the very heartland of Soweto, at the very first Room 13.
To mama, I went straight to church and married my man. I didn't know.
This is Fusi, the very first artist in resident. He's the artist here at Sapabuso.
My name is Talakolo Mdladaba. I am doing all past 10. After school, I come to room 13 so that I can show my talent here.
So the great thing about Room 13 isn't just that you give children a chance to unfurl their imagination, it's also that you give them a sense of purpose. Let's really find the talent early and make them the best they can be. This is when your brain is truly unfettered, anything is possible. This is where creativity really begins.
Here we are at St. Martin de Porres, room 13, and this is Unkazana, the artist in resident here.
Got little pictures that we're doing printing, we're doing poetry.
I was expressing myself through poetry, and there was once this time I wanted to write a poem, and I ended up writing a book. It's called Vandalizing the Clouds.
What they do with their eyes, Father, let them see. What they do with their eyes, Father, let them see. The holes in their backs, how they are so lax. Your philosophy that works.
Hear my story, listen closely. Hear my story, just hear my story. I met this ridiculous, promiscuous, lust infectious. It's quite obvious. She made her audience get down to her obedience. This creature needs that the heat source from my heater, but see her.
Sunday morning, I was about to go to church. He told me to choose between him and God. I told him I'll never choose before many gods. He bid me say.
My hypothesis is since '94, once you release the energy of a country, create an environment, give people permission to be great. Now we're off to Soweto, Soccer City, here we come. Africa's largest stadium. It's where the World Cup opened and closed. That's the end of our trip. Farewell from sunny South Africa. Cheers.
It is busy. One thing about traveling on economy, the only class I travel, the excellent cuisine.
Welcome, Thailand. My friend.
Hi, I'm Tirosa. Welcome to Thailand.
Thailand. Thailand. Thailand.
This is Creative Juice, Bangkok. We have 4 floors. Up there is the management. Down here is client service, planner, IT, and producer. This is our music room and also our meeting room. Here's creative department, and this is my room. Talking about foster the most dynamic and creative culture. Because life is difficult enough, what we need to do is to entertain our consumers. And here's how it works. As we all know, our job is to stimulate people to consume, and consume. This world of overconsumption that we live in now successfully makes people want things that they don't even need. I never stop to see the results until the problem happens to my 4-year-old son. He asked for a latest electronic device. I just ignored him, then he cried as if have ruined his life. This is my turning point. It is called Berkbanbury, which means the village of joy. It is my personal project that has been building under green beauty and sustainable living concept. It aims to inspire people to reconsider their lifestyle and live sufficiently.
You know what they used to say in the past, that you're never better than the ad you're going to do tomorrow. So we have to remember that every day we start from scratch. And the only way not to become a big and fat and dull institution and to not forget that our job is to be creative or innovative in everything we do every day.
My name's Russ Tucker. I'm the Digital Creative Director here in Sydney, and we are on our way to a remote airfield just outside the city of Sydney to throw a man that works for us out of a plane. We wanted to reward people for working really hard, so it's kind of like a disruptive version of Employee of the Month. He is sweating. One of the things that I think advertising does really badly is it doesn't really reward people for working really hard, for going the extra mile, unless you work in the creative department. Amazing. And what we find is that creativity can come from any corner of the agency. Thumbs up. Is that good? Oh. Amazing, amazing.
Hi, I'm Georgia Bruton. One thing that obviously is kind of the core of all the best creative that comes out of our office is have different areas in which you can have creative briefings. And so my vision for my next one is to have it here. It's like a blank canvas and you can't see anything but open spaces.
I'm Paul Bradbury, the CEO of Wybe and TBWA Tequila. Why don't you come inside and I'll show you around the agency. Last year we only had about 90 people. This year, due to a new business growth spurt, we've got about 150. So there's a fair bit of buzz going on here. So this is the digital design and concepting team in here. The ability to have conversations and be collaborative between digital and our integrated teams has been a real secret of our success.
I think we need to attract talent who are basically based on entertainers, people who know how to find and retain people's attention. We want people who are driven by a passion for creativity. That excites them, and that's what they love doing.
Okay, we're going up to the top floor now. This is a blank space. There used to be another agency up here. And this will also be an area where our clients come, and they'll actually sit down and there'll be desks for them to be able to work from, right in the middle here, so they can basically be surrounded by all the creative people in the business.
We've come down to the iTunes Music Festival, which is a week-long series of concerts put on by iTunes leading up to the Australian Music Awards. And tonight we've got probably Australia's best up-and-coming young artists.
Put your hands together for Angus and Julia Stone!
I know it's really early in the trip, but Sydney is probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen.
I'm Dave Bowman, and
I'm Matty Burton.
We're from TBWA in Sydney. Our little story is we started our careers at TBWA in Sydney when it first opened its doors. We went overseas, went away, and have now come back to our kind of
Homeland.
Yeah, our little home.
And creative culture for me is about not getting comfortable. I think the second anyone gets comfortable, everything kind of gets shit, really.
We're very good at drinking beer. Thank you.
Oh, that'll be perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Manservant. I hope you enjoyed Sydney.
Safe travels. Cheers.
Lots of love. Oh no, Mexico still.
Imported. There you go.
There we go, the
So
real
you know
stuff.
it's legit.
Media arts is taking every message that a brand has and defining it as media that we have to orchestrate and make it be true to the behavior of that brand. So we basically have been attaching the concept of media arts to the process of disruption. And between those two things, I think it's an incredibly powerful formula. How should this brand behave? Where should it be present in this brand's DNA?
Welcome to Berlin.
Years ago, when we actually celebrated the fall of the Berlin Wall, this peaceful revolution was only based on a big idea. And it was actually just dealt by the people on the street. And there was no politician in the world that could stop them from doing so. I'm Ulrich, I'm from Berlin.
Media arts. We strongly believe in the idea of brand beliefs and brand behavior. Hi, I'm Stefan. I'm the creative at large Europe, and I'm normally sitting in the Berlin office, but today you will find me in Madrid. This is why this image looks even uglier than I look in real life. We have to be very clever and smart in bringing brand beliefs to life. Media arts. For example, there's a brand, it's part of McDonald's, it's called McCafe. We just started a campaign for them. We went into a daily soap show in which there is a fictional ad agency, and we let this ad agency come up with a McCafe campaign. Everything good starts with a good cup of coffee. After that happened, in about 2 weeks within this TV show, we then had the posters that were created in this TV show live hanging on the billboard walls in Germany's cities. Another interesting new way of tackling things, because we just don't want to do the stuff that's been done before. Media arts. Bye-bye. Thank you.
We're at the Mate Space, and we're going to talk to Kurt Georg about diversity and creativity.
So this space here is the absolute Mate space. Mate is an art project where they try to get different creatives on board from different trades.
Master of my craft, like a master the slave serve. Call me up. I was a case bird, tweeting for a revolution like I'm speaking Farsi. Start a people party, we standing up to the evil army.
So this is exactly how we work here at TBWA Berlin. Our creatives are not just creatives in a normal sense. They are musicians, they are fashion designers, they are DJs, and of course media artists. You have to put them together that they can create something new. So if we find people working together and trying to multiply their creativity because they have like different talents, this is something we are looking for.
It is so ridiculous to do things over and over again and expecting a different result. And I think this is what makes this city special. This combination of new, old, and perfectly polished and just completely run down. Oh, fucking hell, it's traffic jam. That's very rare in Berlin. So let's make a little detour. Yoo-hoo. You know, if you walk through Berlin, you will find street art everywhere. We even have galleries for street art. There was a company founded that basically collaborates with the street artists, gets the permission to reprint their stuff, puts it on fashion like t-shirts and sweatshirts or whatsoever, and sells them. So this is a way for the artists to be creative and make money at the same time. This is actually Bebelplatz at the beginning of the Nazi movement. This is the actual place where they piled up over 20,000 books that they took from the Humboldt University right across the street and burned them at the beginning of the Third Reich movement. And to symbolize this, they have the bookshelves down here that exactly hold the 20,000 books that were burned at that day.
In the 10 by 10 commandments, it says disruption at the heart of everything we do, which means that we understand disruption as a guiding principle also for ourselves. I sometimes have the feeling that when I talk to people that since we have been doing disruption for such a long time, that they feel it's not up to date anymore, it's not the hottest instrument anymore, and I still think that disruption is at the heart of everything we do. It is a competitive advantage as a network, and we should cultivate it even more than we have in the past. My name is Sven, and I'm the CEO of Germany, and I do know that this is upside down.
I'm Lucio Caramori. I'm a copywriter and creative director at Lil Lara TBWA, Brazil.
Consegui grande amor, mas eu não fui feliz. E com raiva para os céus. Consegui grande amor, mas eu não fui feliz.
Akatu is not against consumption. It just wants us to think about the impact of the consumption. This beach is called Pitangueiras. This is the place that we built like a fake project to see if people would buy or not buy an apartment that will close this beach. 60% of the people that visit this project would buy it. We use that project as a way to go to the main broadcast of Brazil, TV Globo. And they embraced the cause, and that became a content to them. And we had like 13 minutes in the primetime TV for free.
Welcome to Lil Lara. This is my partner from Lil Lara. Here you have Lil and Lara. Lil Lara. Okay, let's wait 1 minute, 30 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here we have the whole story of Lil Lara. This is for Nokia, you know Pelé. This is Lil, this is Lara. This is the Caboret, is the most important award in Brazil. 2007, born a new agency, Lil Lara TBWA. Some small rooms we have just to create or to relax, because you will see people work together. These guys are working. This is Luciano Lincoln. He is the best creative director from Brazil.
I'm here to talk about Visa and how we started to work with Visa here in Brazil. Like almost every day we were talking with the TBWA office in LA. We were really lucky to launch the campaign here in Brazil on the same day that Ronaldo, the football player, coming back to Brazil, and it was his first match for Corinthians, which is the best team in Brazil, I must say. He was there with the goal t-shirt. It was news all over the world, so it was a really great way for Visa to start.
Continue our nightlife in São Paulo. We are going to this place called Secret Bar, Bar Secreto.
Hi,
My name is Luiz Lara. I am CEO of Liu Lara TBWA. We are here in Brazil, São Paulo, at Pacaembu Stadium. In 2014, we will host the World Cup here in Brazil. I'm sure that we will win again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you on the World Cup,
Yes.
please.
Please pay us a visit.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Brad. Bye-bye.
You have to have some things that everybody in the network knows are our values and our principles and our strategies, and those 10 just fit us really well. And what's been really great is you worry whether people are going to jump on them or not. People have, they're natural. It's who we are, creative, communicators, disruption, media arts. They all work for us, and everybody likes them, and everybody seems to understand why they matter. So we have to keep doing it every day.
The best thing about traveling to Asia? In-flight exercise videos.
Hello, Brandon. I've always thought that Tokyo is just the coolest place. I absolutely love it here. The people are fantastic, and you see some of the most stylish, and you see some of the weirdest people here as well. You see some of the people dressed in the most crazy clothes. And there's so much media art stuff that you can do here as well. It just is symptomatic of the vitality that's in the place.
Hey, welcome to Japan. I'm Luis Deanda, the COO of TBWA Hakuhodo, and want to have you on in to show you the office space. This office has been featured in quite a few publications, design international architecture publications. People sit up here on the steps, and we use the big screen to highlight our creative work. So these spaces up here were just extra workspace. We thought it'd be a nice change of pace from the stuffy conference room. And we have our library for the creatives as well. So we're actually in a building that houses a bowling alley on the 7th floor, and we're on the 5th and 6th floor.
Lane 3. There's lane 3. Hi, I'm Gary. I'm a planner here at TBWA Hakuhodo. So we're now right above our office, so we can make some noise for our colleagues downstairs.
And if you look up, these beams that are running across here actually aren't beams. Those are the gutters where the balls roll back down.
My name is Rumi Zaka. We are at Shibuya right now. And this place represents that we have so many different people living in this world. I'm so proud and confident about our office being very connected to global offices. We sent people to Singapore, we sent people to different SWATs. I help that kind of training and programs.
Hi, my name is Sho. I'm a current executive of TBWA Hakuhodo. I work on Nissan now. The environmental conscious car is really important in Japanese market, so the Leaf is really important car.
My name is Takayuki Nizawa. I'm copywriter of TBWA Hakuhodo. We are based on Japanese culture, but our idea is expanding to the world.
Next is a city that I've always wanted to go to, Shanghai.
Hello world, this is Chen Huang, ECD at TBWA Shanghai. I wanted to welcome you to Shanghai, China first, and secondly to proudly show off the creative team behind some of the most award-winning work to come out of China in the last few years. So world, meet Creative Team Shanghai.
Hello, I'm Laura, and I'm planner from TBWA, and now we're at room 13, and here is the primary school, which in kind of somewhere nowhere in Shanghai. It's more or less like a village within the city, and a lot of people, students here, actually their parents from immigrants from the rural place of China. Kids with their fresh eyes, we think that's what a creativity comes from. So they have this creative power. So if we see their working, you will see that actually there is a lot of power need to be unleashed. I think that is something which can help us adults, inspire us, even helpful for our work as a creative agency. Here's the teacher. This is Miss Zhao. She has been working for here like 2 years, and she's alone working here and helped these children to do their work.
Hi, I'm Ruth. We make stuff. This is the first Chinese limited edition bottle for Absolute.
The website.
Hi, this is Maicho with Integer China. One thing we do with media arts is that we go where the consumers are, where the actual product is being consumed and purchased. So here we take over the whole net cafe. So you see our branding and our gaming, and our big idea here is partnering with a game, an online gaming property. They actually are here about 40 hours at a time at times. It's really about the brand Mountain Dew and giving you an energy boost.
Hi, I'm Ian Thubron. I'm the Group President for TBWA Greater China and EVP for Asia Pacific. The Tiger Academy is a gathering or a grouping of 30 to 40 future leaders of the TBWA network. 38 of rising leaders from every continent of the world came here to Shanghai.
This is the lobby where we kind of hang out and work. Booze, very important. Go Lion, China's first. All the creatives sit together and all the planners sit together. But as you notice, like, you can't really tell what's what and who's who because we're still working on that notion. Like, because we're a creative company, everyone's a creative, right? Co-ed bathrooms, we order their food often, so it's a plug for McDonald's. Culture exchange center / boardroom / workplace. And of course, most importantly, we have a gym. And people, yes, do use it. Hope you've enjoyed Shanghai. Till we meet again. Take care.
Let me tell you a little something about living in a hotel for an extended period of time. You go freaking crazy.
So we have that fine line, which is to define, which is to be very strong locally and to have a very strong culture locally and to have that overarching culture globally. That's balance, which is difficult to keep. If we don't understand, if each one of us don't understand in the network that the culture is key, everybody has to build it every day, then it will drift, and then will become one of these, global network that nobody wants to work in. That's the problem.
I'm Alexandre Fekeder. I'm the head of TBWA France Sound and Music Department, in which we recorded the soundtrack of the Nissan Juke TBC with Frederica Stahl.
I never thought in my whole life that I would sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on stage while touring. That was...
because it's a childish song.
To me too.
This single has reached, for example, in France, the 24th position of the pop charts on the iTunes.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
When you can give some exposure to a young and very gifted artist, it makes you smile and makes you happy.
Brandon, this is a unique journey for me. It started in Tokyo in the back of a cab, and here I am in Paris in a cab, and I don't know who's picking up the tab for the journey. The great thing about Paris is it's a huge, obviously France is a huge advertising market, but it's still very French in the way it behaves, in the way that people are. So I think one of the challenges that the market has had over the last 5 or 6 years is becoming much more international, and therefore finding really good international people. I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything else to say. I'll see you later.
I work at Textuel Lamine in Paris. I'm Deputy Managing Director there. And we are here at the Apple Store in the Louvre, which is built actually under the Museum of the Louvre and the Pyramid. iPad was released in France in last April, and since then we've been working on several iPad apps. We got 7 agencies from the network to work together on one pitch. The idea was to find the perfect app for Club Med, which is a major actor in the tourism industry in France. We came to Club Med with this. You'll find the perfect resort for you and your family. And you can also use a 360 discovery of the resort.
Hello, my name is Nicolas Bordas. I'm the CEO of TBWA in France, and we are here today at Sciences Po, where I'm teaching a lesson about brand and branding, and of course about disruption and media arts. It's very interesting, of course, to teach, you can imagine that, but it's also a way to recruit the best talents as a proof that this is working. I can tell you that today at the French group we are hiring 3 or 4 of the best people that we have selected when teaching them.
I'm Vincent Garel. Welcome to TBWA Paris. I'm the strategic director and I'm going to take you on a tour. This is the day where this year's wine is actually being put up for sale. Everywhere across France you have these wine tasting events. This is literally fresh out of the barrel. First floor, creative department. Our creative directors. Federal Award Reserve. Finance. Account managers. All of them. Most dangerous spot in the agency, lawsuit waiting to happen. Yet another smoker's corner. Okay, normally there are security guards at this spot, because this is where Jean-Marie sits. This is Jean-Marie's office. So long, salut, à bientôt.
Hello, I'm Xavier Maldan and we are going now to La Courneuve, a suburb of Paris, an impoverished area with a bad reputation. And we are going to meet Mamadou Guy, who is the managing director of Nouvelle Cour.
The goal of Nouvelle Cour is to help young people from college based in La Courneuve to get the first experience in communication, because they come from the suburb, are victims of discrimination, social or racial. We make ads, we work for big companies. We were the communication agency of the year. It was in 2007. Maybe next time you'll come and we'll be about 20, 100, 200 people. Who knows? It was a great pleasure to welcome you here. Thank you.
Welcome to Istanbul. I'm İlkay, the Executive Creative Director of TBWA Istanbul. So this is the place where we sit down and talk. I think everything starts with hiring the right people, and here we like dreamers. Dreamers who chooses to spend his time, his life, finding ideas. And this is the creative part. Arkadaşlar el salsanıza geçerken, we don't want dreamers who sit down all day and think about ideas. We like dreamers who try to do their dreams. So we hire doer people. This is still the creative department. We have a huge creative department. And these doer people take their dreams and run to do it. And so we call them doer dreamers. And this is my room. And when you have doer dreamers, you can do anything. And so it creates a let's kind of culture. Let's go, let's do it, let's shoot it. Whenever you have the idea, right at that moment. And so let's go, see some Istanbul. Come on. And now we're at the film studio. Ta-ta!
Hi, we are the 3 producers of TBWA Istanbul. Our agency is the agency that shoots the most number of films in Turkey. We shoot 2 or even 3 films a week. But you know, normally as quantity of the films you shoot rises, the quality of production gets a little bit lower. But here in TBWA Istanbul, As our quantity of films gets rise, our quality of production gets higher, higher, and higher. That's why we are proud to be the most awarded agency in terms of crafts. Thank you.
Hi, this is Toygun Yılmazer, the Executive Strategy Director in TBWA Istanbul. Right now we're at the gate of Topkapı Palace in Istanbul. Istanbul as itself is the city of disruption. When Sultan Mehmed II conquered the city in 1453, he took all the boats from the land. Instead of a conventional way of taking them through the sea, he took them through the land, and that's how he conquered the city. And he declared Istanbul as the new capital of Ottoman Empire and made this Topkapı Palace.
Hi, my name is Volkan and I'm the Creative Director of TBWA Istanbul. And I think the magical formula of TBWA is the local insights and the global production quality. We do the most talk of town stuff, but we also get international awards. This is the only agency in Turkey that does it both at the same time. We get rich with this formula, that's why we're on a big ass yacht.
Okay. Hi, Semin, Human Resources Manager. We are at Bilgi University, Central Istanbul campus, which is one of the leading universities in advertising in Istanbul, Turkey. We are very happy to be here because we are going to have a class, TBWA Istanbul Lab, which is going to be the first in Turkey. Because there are lots of people actually done that before in other agencies and give only personal classes, but this is going to be specifically for TBWA Istanbul. Goodbye from Istanbul.
We need incredibly passionate, incredibly great people, and I'm not just talking about creative people, I'm talking about every person in this company that leads a brand, produces a commercial, invents a commercial, understands the media that brands live in. Every person in this company has to be the best fucking person we can find.
Here is a dog named Dolly. She's gonna walk us through the LA office.
Oh, hey! Hello, I'm Lexi Vonderleef, and I am the AGA on Mars Pet Care. And when I'm not here at TBWA Chiat Day, I spend my time surfing. I love surfing. That just correlates with our office. I mean, you step foot in there and you can tell that everyone loves the culture of California. So it's amazing just to see that.
We believe culture informs creative and creative informs culture. It's like a virtuous circle that way. One of the things that makes our culture creative, these three people sitting in a room together, Molly, makes you more creative. When you sit in a position that is not traditional in corporate spheres, let's keep walking, shall we?
My name is Jayanta, and I'm a creative director at Chiat Day. I DJ out and about from time to time, and it's a lot of fun. And my style has sort of evolved through my very vast interest in music and trying to bring it together to create a musical experience for people. It's the same thing with the creative process. It's an extension of what I do. We win awards, we do all the things that we're supposed to get as accolades in our business, but the real reward is when you get to connect with culture. We just did a spot for Activision, the Call of Duty, And it's a beautiful, badass spot, but it's connecting with culture in a way that like video games haven't. And that's when you know you're doing the right shit.
Rough night, huh? I got into doing art basically from being grounded all the way up through high school. I'm Jim Darling, and I am an art director slash designer slash illustrator slash every once in a while animator. You know, I'll just think of a word or something that like clicks with me. For some reason I got in the word forever, and then just one day I just thought forever again, and I was like, that's the perfect fit. My goal in life is like, whether it be working at Chiat or working here, is for that all to kind of become one and just to be a creative force that, you know, in Chiat that helps out with the team.
One of the things that a creative culture has is a furry, artistic chicken. You must have people who have haircuts like this, a gargoyle. Digital guys doing a lot of digital shit. You're gonna need something with J. Other things that make our culture more creative is having a Lee. This is a Lee.
Okay, thank you, Dolly. That was weird. Just to give you an idea of how much I traveled for this film, the circumference of the Earth is 24,901 miles, which is roughly around 40,000 kilometers. Now, I traveled exactly 44,201 miles, which is, again, 71,000 kilometers. I mean, that's almost twice around the world. And in that time, I visited all but one continent. I met around 200 people, and I toured 10 offices. Oh, did I say 10 offices? I actually meant 11.
Disruption is really our point of difference. It's about being creative before the creative process starts. It's about coming with creative strategies, new insight, new perspective, you know, good briefs, in fact. But you have to know it's not only a methodology, it's also a philosophy. We should be disruptive in everything we do. In the way we design our offices, in the way we tell our stories, in the way we talk about ourselves, in the way we do presentations. We should be disruptive in every time we present something to a client, to a prospect, it should be done in a disruptive way.
Yeah. I think you should give the camera to me.
Okay. It's recording.
Oh, it is?
You see the red button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's go.
Go.
Woo! It's very weird.
It's Dubai. My name is Milosh. I'm Executive Creative Director of Dubai office, TBWA Rod. We're here in Ski Dubai, and we're going to ski today. This is another brilliant example of how we actually live disruption.
This is our desert. 20 years ago, this is the place where it all started for the people of the UAE and the region. This was their home. They wanted to prove to themselves and to the world that they could do, and this region could do so much more. All of this has happened in the past 20 years. This city embodies the disruption philosophy. For this was the ambition and the sort of passion that drove the creation of TBWA Rad, and that's been our mantra ever since.
Welcome all to TBWA Dubai. My name is Malik and I'm the Senior Creative Director. Let me show you around the agency. Hey, Zahir Kiva. Krachkas. We've got about 25 different nationalities here. This is our creative area. Let me show you our Wall of Fame, all the awards. A lot of these are from the Middle East and North Africa. We got the Lories, Cannes, New York. I'm pretty proud of this wall. Great place to sleep. This is Rida, our IT dude.
Yeah.
He's got a bullseye. 500 dirhams, whoever hits Rida in the bullseye. This is our basketball court. So we do a lot of presentations to client, we play, we watch movies and PlayStation. This is our beautiful cow.
See, this whole city is being created. It's being created as we speak. 10 years ago, there was nothing. It was desert. For the past 10 years, it's always been construction cranes. Between 30 to 50% of the world's cranes are in the UAE. Welcome to Ferrari World Abu Dhabi. We're here to show you disruption and media arts brought to life. TBWA worked very closely with the Ferrari folks, with Farah Leisure and Aldar. TBWA created the maps, with the design of the tickets, helped them with certain aspects of the look and feel. And I'd like to invite you all to come and get on the world's fastest roller coaster. Good morning. One of the traditions that we have at TBWA Rad is we will be beating the drums to call everybody in. Today is a very special day. This is big news. I'm very happy to announce that we won the Dubai Shopping Festival. It will be one of the biggest pieces of businesses that the Dubai agency will look after. It is one of the most prestigious accounts in the country. All right, guys, we're coming to the end of our journey together. We've done some pretty disruptive things, and we wanted to say goodbye in style. So I invite you to come and take a tour over Dubai in this thing that's landing now. Let's go. Brandon. Look down.
So that's it. That's all she wrote. After 30 days of travel, I'm finally back in New York. It was an amazing experience. And I really feel like we have a unique network. As far as the 10 by 10, I think it has something to do with it. I really do. But that's just me. And you're you. So you be the judge.
I think we've worked really hard and we've accomplished a lot of the goals we set for ourselves. In 10 by 10 it was kind of a good idea. Now I think it's become an imperative that we live up to this thing.
We all in every office do the same things, and that's building the culture and the collective energy that we need as a company.
It's not about a 3-year push. It's about those principles that drive the company day in and day out. And those same principles were right for the last 3 years, and they'll be right for the next 3 years.
Everybody has to understand that he's in charge or she's in charge of building that culture for the future. If we don't have that, it's going to drift. And now I can see that it's shared and loved by a lot of people, but it's not enough. You know, we have to enrich it today, every day.
2010 to 2020 is going to go by like that. I think we have to just turn up the volume, step on the accelerator, whatever metaphor you want, in terms of doing the things that we said we have to do.
We have to deliver. Our name's out there, people know who we are, and they're ready for something big from us.
you.